I hope they don't.
Dude, Seth is going back to Raw.
This is the story. Like, this is the story.
It's like, wow, Shinsuke is having a match. I'm fucking...
Yeah. And guess what? It's not for the Intercontinental title.
Oh.
And still...
The following podcast is scheduled for one fall. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the MACKDOWN Podcast. Starring any combination of the following. Introducing Mikey MacD, Mr. A.J. Mitchell, Cam, and Kimmy. It's the MACKDOWN Podcast.
Welcome back, everybody. We're live on video. It's another edition of the MACKDOWN Podcast at MACKDOWN Podcast. Today, we got 4 in studio. Ooh. We got 1 in southern parts unknown over there. So today, we got Kimmy. How you doing, Kimmy?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing good. Mr. B?
How's it going?
Good. A.J. Mitchell!
You know it's a special season when I'm in studio with the title. You know what today is all about, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get into it, yeah. How you doing?
And then we got Cam in the bubble. What's up, Cam?
Man, 2 weeks in a row. It's a special occasion, you know what I mean? So
Hey.
I guess we can officially say I'm back.
He's back!
I just want to go on record and tell everybody, yes, y'all, we think AJ is as full of shit as all our fans do. But we live with it every day, guys.
That's why I'm brown, baby. That's why I'm brown.
Damn. Well, what's up, y'all? We just had Royal Rumble last night.
Ooh, what a show, huh?
It was a show. Yeah.
Our lack thereof.
Yeah, definitely lack thereof.
We're going to dive into it. I got some mixed reviews, but, I thought it was pretty good.
There was moments I felt like, to me, the surprise entrance in the Rumble, dude, come on, man, lackluster, bro. Bad Bunny standing up face-to-face with Brock. Are we serious right now?
Bad Bunny's a pretty big guy, though.
No, he's not big. He's tall, bro.
He's
He's
tall,
tall.
but he stood.
There's a difference.
He was able to stand face-to-face with Brock.
I understood.
Yeah, that don't mean
though,
shit,
man.
though, when he
His-
kicks your
His
ass.
social media
yeah, true
following
story.
is out.
It's outrageous.
Well,
got
and
like
he's
a
an actual
billion
fan.
fans. And
Yeah.
he's an actual fan.
He's an actual
He
fan.
respects the business.
I didn't hate it, but just the visual of him stepping up and being face-to-face with Brock just...
Well, I thought
Hey,
one
we
celebrity
We
was
got to keep
enough
that
anyways.
street cred.
Yeah, I was about to say, and you definitely know that's probably going to be your WrestleMania payoff. I'm kidding.
There's got to be one, right? I mean,
Brock
always.
and Bad Bunny, man. Bunnies
no,
can
no,
fly, baby. Bunnies,
I guess bunnies can
fly.
Yeah, and then they die.
Oh,
They are
Wah,
prey.
wah.
They
Wah.
don't have wings. Just throwing it out there.
no.
Yeah.
Like, you can fly for a little bit until you go splat.
You could try.
They could just do like Bugs Bunny. Twist their ears and they'll fly like a helicopter.
No.
That'd be hilarious.
We don't need any more helicopters in the WWE.
Aging yourself
Just-
over there, Mr. B.
Just a little.
Hey, man.
Roadrunner is the man.
They
though.
still make those cartoons.
They do still make them
They still
too, definitely. And they're actually more adult-like if you actually seen them. It's crazy. They're more like up to date.
Sometimes, yeah, I seen one where the graphics were a little more,
Yeah,
like not 3D, but just a
Yeah.
little more virtual. And I was like, what the fuck is this? But it had the old school feel, but it had the new look. You know what I mean? So
hey, shout out to Looney Tunes. They definitely
Yeah.
follow us at MACKDOWN Podcast. So yeah.
No, they don't.
Whoa.
oh,
Wow.
I'm just telling you the truth.
Oh God.
He
Mr.
said,
B's in
"And
rare for. It's a new year. The Rumble
breaking
happened,
home.
and the old Mr. B got eliminated. Now this new Mr. B is
Yeah,
here.
dude. Something happened.
Uh-oh.
Little
Let me
attitude.
find out.
Yeah,
See, I'm
speak-
glad we did adjust your mic accordingly. What if you get
Exactly.
loud? I don't know.
He's on fire.
He's on fire.
He's on
What
fire.
about?
Cody.
It's like Alex Wright leaving and then coming back as Berlin.
There
That's
you
where
go.
we at right
the
now.
Oh,
Spunder man.
Berlin. Wow.
Not even the
Spunder.
Spunder kid. The Spunder man. Yeah, that's what they called him. Right? The Spunder kid.
Yeah.
That's
Das,
right.
das
Das
Wanda.
Wanda.
Das Wanda kid.
I'll do the dance.
That's
I'll do
fucking
the
weird,
dance.
bro.
Well,
man.
speaking of dancing,
is it that time?
I think we're gonna dance our way over into AJ's yard.
Oh, we're going to go right to it. I mean, we got
gonna
a
go
lot
ahead
to
and
talk
set it
about.
over.
So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, dun, 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 dun. AJ's Yard live and in studio this week. We got Cam's Corner. Cam. We love you, Cam. We're glad you're here. From Raw to Rampage and everything in between, it's the MACKDOWN Podcast coming to you live, like I said, once again from in studio. So, with that being said, Raw, AEW, NXT, all wrapped up their weeks this week with all go-home shows, with the exception of AEW, of course, with all go-home shows leading up to the Royal Rumble. We're going to jump into a little taste of what happened in the WWE, but the Royal Rumble is going to be our prime focus. AEW had their big moments as well. You had a lot of new things going on. We're going to talk about the Jon Moxley, Brian Danielson. See, I still do it. We're going to talk about their little feud happening as well. And I'm going to touch a little bit on what I think is going to be the next big tag team in AEW, and I'm going to spoil it now.
Uh-oh.
It's the Acclaim. Yes. Just stop. Once again, it's just...
Makes his fingers itch.
yeah, very, very
But he
much
keeps
so.
referencing it and does it all the time.
Because
He
you know
likes
what? Because
It's getting over.
it's getting over. That's what it is.
He likes his
definitely.
raps. He likes the
Definitely.
raps.
I do like the raps. I think he is definitely going to be on a John Cena level with as far as the promo aspect of that Thugonomics. But we'll definitely jump into that. Royal Rumble review. Man, what a night the Royal Rumble was. We're definitely going to jump all into that. We're definitely also going to be talking about this week being the return of our draft for fantasy, and we're going to crown our champion. I wonder what that's going to look like.
Boo, shut up. All right.
But all that more, we're also going to draw our next week's watch along. All that and more this week live on the MACKDOWN Podcast. Back to us right here in studio.
Nice.
Nice, man. Nice. Appreciate that.
I try.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, I mean, like you said, Raw through Rampage, basically, they
Thank you,
just
Cam.
recap the week. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
They kind
do.
of closed everything up. They're like, okay, these are the go-homes to the show. The go-homes now are fucking kind of lame. They just, oh, hey, there's a Royal Rumble. All right, everybody's
in
in the
there,
battle royal. Yeah, it's so dumb.
You know what? I think we'll switch it up then. Let's start a little bit with AEW. Let's get them out the way.
All right.
And then we'll just strictly
into
WWE
Rumble. Yeah.
because I think
Perfect.
that'll just head it up. So taking away from AEW, I mean, like I said, Brian Danielson, BD, Brian Danielson, John Mox, they look like they're going to be a big main event push coming with that. That's the big takeaway I took away from the week of AEW. Of course, you guys can jump on there, but I'll start with that, and then we can throw something else. What do you guys think about that, John and Brian, one-on-one once again?
It's a great program. And then here's the thing that they're going to tell the story is Moxley beat Bryan Danielson for a title in the Indies. I don't know if it was Ring of Honor or I'm not sure the actual
Time and
company
place.
that it was for, but he beat him for a title. They never really had like that match back. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean,
and then in WWE, they kind of did a little thing here and there. They kind of hit and then went away, hit and went away.
right, there was nothing major. There
Right.
wasn't like a
They were never,
full-blown-
on the same kind of path, I
Right.
would say.
Yeah.
Well, Daniel was on a different level, and,
Yeah.
and by the time he and I feel Dean got together, they were it was kind of like passing. You know what I mean? It's more like,
Yeah.
hey, I'm here. Oh, we gotta have a quick match. WWE related. Let's put Finn Balor and somebody else in the ring and see what happens. That's kind
Totally.
of the deal.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to definitely have a good program. I definitely am looking forward to seeing what actually happens when you let these guys just do what they want. Call it in the ring, so to speak.
Yeah,
you know
dude.
what I mean?
That's what AEW does great at. They kind of do give them the freedom to. I'm sure they got agents or producers, whatever they want to call them in AEW, but I'm sure that it's
A lot
more
more
of
blue.
like, hey, what do you guys want to do? Okay,
Yes.
let's tighten this up, so to speak. You know what I mean?
Right, and plus you got some great bookers back there who definitely know what's going on.
Legends.
Tony Khan knew where to put his money. He definitely did.
Yeah.
He may not be in that aspect of like Vince, grew up in the business, all that stuff like that, but he has the right people around him, and they're starting to get over. I mean, that's pretty much what I think. Mr. B?
Yeah, I think it's definitely going to be a good match. They're both actual traditional, in a sense,
I mean, I get
wrestling.
you. I get what
You know
you're
what
saying
I'm
with
saying?
that. John, not
Workers.
so much.
Yeah,
but-
maybe not. He does more hardcore,
Right.
and death
But I get what you're
match
saying. They
and
have
street
that.
fights and whatnot. But Daniel Bryan has had his fair share of those as
Brian
well.
Danielson.
Yeah, Brian.
We got to get in that.
We gotta get in
habit.
that
It's
habit.
hard. It's
So
hard. It's so hard.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
anyways, yeah, they're both. They got a lot of experience between the two of them,
I agree.
so it's going to be a great match. I feel
Dude.
great storyline, great lead up, great.
They're just
blow
great
off,
workers, man.
everything.
Great pro wrestlers. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
we'll get everything encompassed. So the story will be there. They're going to tell a backstory. The in-ring quality is going to be there. So
I mean, speaking of the in-ring quality, I mean, I know Cam, you definitely were not a big Dean Ambrose guy. I know you kind of didn't like his style and stuff. Do you think that there's going to be a difference now that they're in AEW, not in that WWE bubble, so to speak, to have a WWE type match? You know, wrestle,
No,
wrist lock.
because Dean hasn't had one of those since he's. I'm sorry, John hasn't had one of those since he came. Like everything he's done has been.
Big move, big move,
Hey.
big move.
it's all
had
hardcore
a-
shit.
It's all hardcore.
Like a specialty, and he was
Street
like that in
fight.
WWE too. I feel so.
A little bit. I mean, but he does now.
Well, except when they with the
he-
shield.
He's great at the brawling style. Like I'm not taking nothing away from him. Like he does the brawling style to a T. And it fits his character. So
Oh, yeah,
it's hard
definitely.
to sit here and say that they're gonna have a 5-star match. Now, yes, Brian Bella can have a 5-star match with anybody, but so he's gonna have to get.
He said Brian Bella. I
shit
just
just hit
caught that.
He's gonna
Wow.
have to
Wow.
get Dean to reel it in a little bit, but I mean it'll be a good match. You know, they're both certified main eventers, so you
Yeah.
can't go wrong with
Styles make fights too, man. So
I'm crying over here, dude.
Well, I
That-
think it's going to be
got
good
me.
that they have a conflicting style in wrestling. You know what I mean?
That's what I
because
was thinking too.
then they're each going to throw shit at each other that they're not quite expecting because they're not used to, having
Right.
that type of a match. So, I mean, I think
Yeah.
it'll be good.
And personally, as a fan, having that clash in styles is what we look for. You know, I mean, it's not a Bobby Brock where they both have the same as power, and we're looking for who's going to just pretty much fall out first. And of course, we're going to get to that. But with this being the two different aspects of you having one person who is going to sit there and try to punch you in the face while the other one's going to try to break your arm, that's going to be a good conflict. I do agree with you, Cam, as far as it being a quote-unquote 5-star match. That's probably not going to be Tokyo Dome, but I think it's going to bring that side of Bryan Danielson out almost to where how when you wrestled Mick back in the day, how Mick
Yeah.
brought that hardcore style out of you. I mean, he made Jerry Lawler look like a freaking
Hunter,
You know,
Hunter too. He,
Hunter-
he,
yeah.
got, he helped
Yeah.
get Hunter way over.
definitely, and it was all because of the bump.
I do think that Brian can have more of a brawler match than I
yeah.
think John can have a quote unquote
Technical, yeah.
technical wrestling match.
I
So
agree.
Yeah.
I think it's a testament of Brian being able to
Be versatile.
change his style
Yeah.
to everybody else.
Yeah, I agree with you, and that's why the American Dragon is that chameleon. He can get in there with Brock Lesnar. I mean, and that's a match. One day I'll put that match in the bucket because
That was
I'm
a
not
great
gonna lie,
match.
that was a
actually,
great
dude.
match.
Yeah, it was quick, but
We
it was.
we
it was
watched
good.
that. I remember we watched that. And we seeing Brock getting kicked in the face with Daniel holding his arms, and we're like, dude, you just came back from a neck and head injury. Like Brock Lesnar's going to kill you.
Brock Lesnar, that shows you a lot for Brock
He
too, because
respected
in the respect factor, because not everybody's gonna just stomp Brock Lesnar in the face.
in the
so
face, and he trusts you to
willingly,
do that.
yeah.
I know that I wouldn't be trusting many people to do that to me willingly. So
No.
Brock especially. So like I said, it's definitely like you just pointed out, Cam, and definitely Kimmy.
Cammy?
How you doing, Kimmy?
Not my name, but that's okay.
not you. But,
That's not my name.
But how you guys? Who are you people again? No. But the difference in style and the adaptation, I think, are really going to portray in that match. So there you have it. Any other takeaways from AEW this week? I mean, we did see
Sammy
some
and
good
Cody,
stuff.
bro.
Oh yeah, I was waiting for someone to bring that
That was
up.
outside of
actually,
that, that's really
that was
it.
actually a pretty good match.
Well,
Dude,
There was
They-
a lot of high spots, of course.
Yeah, they
But-
kind of beat the
Definitely.
shit out of each other.
There was a lot of dude, they were both had been in pain after that match. It was
Yeah.
just so much carnage. It felt like with those ladders. I swear to God.
Well, I gotta say,
especially
I-
Sammy, like the way he did the swan dive.
Yeah, and he
onto-
basically fucking like slingshotted
back.
himself
Yeah.
off of it.
It's like gave himself whiplash.
Yeah,
and
he's-
everything.
yeah,
It was
dude,
like,
the
ouch.
cutter
God.
from the top, the crossroads from the top,
Yeah.
the suplex from the top.
Hey.
I mean, everything was on
Cam's
top.
got an interesting.
I was
opinion
about
on
to
that.
say though, 4 out of 5
Wasn't
of
there a
us agreed
stunner
that it was
too
good.
from the top? I think.
It
It
might
was
have.
all kinds of
All
shit.
of
Yeah.
it. But 4 out of 5 of us thought it was pretty damn good. One of us,
Well,
however,
No, I didn't say it wasn't good. That's not what I said.
Okay.
I said
Now he's changing his words.
Put him on the big box, baby. We need him on the
the
big box.
first
Go ahead,
part of
Cam.
the match was flat. The second part, the high spots were phenomenal, but the crossroads was so obvious. Like, I don't know if I've ever seen something so choreographed and obvious that Sammy wasn't even looking at Cody, and he leaned back into the crossroads for him. Like, it was so
Hey,
obvious.
safety first, baby.
Well, I feel that happens more times than not anyways, really. That they're going to
it's
do
not
their
that
finisher off a fucking ladder
Well,
or
well,
this
that's
or
the
that.
problem.
what
with
Cam
today's
is,
wrestling,
and I
too.
think what Cam is talking about is the fact of it should have been more organic in the moveset. Like
Yeah.
the cutter was organic. The cutter was
They
organic.
really tried to get a lot of shit
Well,
in
you're
there.
you're trying to do something like that off of fucking 2 ladders too. It's kind
Just
of
don't do it.
you know.
Just
Don't do it.
Well, they're going to
You
do
can't-
it. You know they're going to
If you
do
can't
it. So
slide
I
it
mean,
in and it look organic, then don't choreograph it and make it look so obvious.
Yeah.
Especially when the man's not even like looking.
He wanted to hit the move so bad, and the move came out pretty good. It looked devastating.
I mean,
Hey,
at least he's
I
not
give
looking off
Cody-
camera for cues. I mean, just throwing that out there.
Hey, don't be Bianca, my
Hashtag
Belair.
Bianca be looking.
Don't Bianca be looking. Triple B's.
But they
Oh no, there's only 2 B's.
Two B's.
I mean, they both killed it. Like you said, like they definitely like sold it, and they both gave their body up 100%. I just didn't like. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Like if that move was taken out, I probably would have like a whole different thought process.
So that one move spoiled your
No,
4.5
I just said it
star
was
rating.
good. I just
Dude.
don't like
It just put
choreographed it
a
was.
bad taste in,
It
in
could
the mouth for
take
the
you out.
ending.
well,
Yeah.
I feel with those kind of matches, you're going to have a lot of that kind of shit anyways, just because.
You don't though. Like and this is what I told Mike and AJ on the phone. Go back and look at like TLC's and Jeff and.
Well,
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
they
Shit,
even
that
had
was
talks
choreographed.
in the back about what
Well,
they're going to
no,
do.
but it's not so much. And I get what you're saying, Mr.
Yeah.
B. It's not so much the talk in the back and stuff because you want to definitely talk that shit out. I
Well,
mean,
yeah,
you don't
that's-
want
that's
you-
pretty much choreographing,
right?
though,
Right, but
they're doing.
he's saying the way it
It's
presented,
so obvious.
like the way he
it
when he
wasn't-
saw it, it's like we know you're going to do that move.
It was.
like-
It's almost like trust fall, if that makes sense.
Right.
You're like,
Everybody's gonna
I'm gonna
have that.
fall back and expect you to catch me.
and you seen him like, okay, I'm ready to catch you.
Right.
to
So that's
speak.
kind of
Yeah.
what it was. Is almost
It wasn't like, oh, you're falling. It wasn't like that.
It's like there was nothing
Right.
happening to Sammy for him to lean back into the
Right,
Yeah,
right.
and
There
that's,
was no
and that's the
setup.
shitty
Right.
thing about pro wrestling is those are the things that will take you out completely of the
I agree.
match. Where you're like, oh man,
Almost like-
we already know that wrestling's a work. Don't like
Don't work us work. Don't make us work even more.
don't
Exactly.
insult
Yeah.
my intelligence, basically.
like you just don't expect it from those two. I guess is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
Yeah,
I
that makes
can-
sense.
I can say there's more of a professional respect that you would say, hey, something like that shouldn't happen in your match.
Well, and there's a
I
lot
get
of-
that it happens, but it
There
shouldn't.
was some people, 2-3 years ago, well, a little further back when Cody left WWE, like, oh, Cody's the best wrestler in the world. Like, you can't take that claim and then have obvious spots.
I mean, do you
If it
think
ma-
how green, quote unquote, would you say Sammy is still?
Oh, he's not.
No.
Sammy's not green.
He's on the back end of his greenness because
Yeah.
anybody that's coming directly from the indies technically is going to be green
right for the big shows.
for the big shows
right.
because
It-
you
it
got to
felt
you
like
got to
an
find the
indie spot.
cameras, you got to you know what I mean. There's a lot
there's a
more
different
portraying
work
to do.
There's a different work you do here.
Right, you're
on
working
camera.
the people at home also while you're working
Exactly.
the people in the arena.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And you have to almost engage as such, like the camera is a member of the audience.
The member
the
of the audience.
member,
Yeah.
right? The member.
Yeah.
Wasn't Sammy in God, who was it?
PWG one.
Yeah, I
He
think
was all over,
PWG,
man.
yeah.
Wasn't he in
AAA.
Booker's school?
Ooh.
I think
He
I'm
may
not
have
sure.
he may
I
have
thought
came
I
through
heard
there. I'm not
something
sure.
about that through an interview he did. But
He might have came up through there. I mean, a
So-
lot of guys
so,
came up
yeah.
through a lot of the Houston area.
some of these schools now they're teaching that too.
right? Exactly to
From what
understand the
I've-
character.
From what I've heard through.
Well, the
interviews,
ones
so
that have come from
yeah.
that
Yeah.
you know, if you want to make it to
Like
the main
Booker
show, those are
or-
the schools
yeah.
you go to.
Definitely Booker School,
Dudley
Sean
Boys,
School,
Booker, Sean, yeah.
Dudley Boys, definitely.
Yep.
You know, you want to go through that, and
I mean, to me, it's been the most interesting thing that Sammy Guevara's done recently.
yeah, and like I
Yeah.
said, and I've been calling it for weeks. You know, we're definitely, and like you guys have talked about, we're definitely gonna have to do a flashback prediction show about how we just call this shit over and over and over again. Because Sammy Guevara, I said, stick to the picture in picture. I think it works. I like it.
I like it every once in a while. I don't like it every time. You want to do it completely, and that's it. And that to me that kills his character.
I want him to come out and talk. Only when it's like
don't have enough bass in his voice to be out here cutting promos.
And see, I only want him to come out and talk when it's like it's like a Brock Lesnar used to come out and talk. When it's like, you know what, give me the mic. I'm gonna kick your ass and just throw it down and call it a day. When you hear Sammy talk, it should be like, oh shit, Sammy's pissed, or oh shit, this is important. But him doing his regular promo in the picture-in-picture, I just think it works, and it helps with that commercial break, bro. Because, you know, you have something that's going to keep you engaged in the programming because you got to read that shit. You know what I mean?
I watch so much wrestling in a week. I'm like, oh, a commercial, cool. I'm gonna fucking get some shit done and like multitask because I have like 47 hours of fucking wrestling to watch this week.
Yeah, but one commercial break, 1 2-minute commercial break, you can sit there and read a little Sammy Guevara.
I could, but
promo.
then I get kind of upset when I miss it, and I'm like, God damn it! Now I gotta back up through a fucking commercial to watch this shit again.
Hey, but you know what? You will.
I won't.
Well.
I'm kidding.
Hey,
mean,
Cam.
he
ain't the guy, Cam. He ain't the guy.
Well, you guys already know. I'm not the biggest Sammy Guevara fan. I don't think he's like. I don't think he's the guy.
I think he's a Spanish god. Yeah.
That's great.
I believe him.
I don't.
Thank you, but
I think him and Adam Cole the same size, and Adam Cole's obviously the bigger star. You can't have two.
Oh, I thought he was gonna say the bigger guy.
Sammy's-
I was gonna
Sammy's
say
bigger.
Definitely not the bigger guy.
Yeah, not the bigger guy.
Sammy's bigger than Adam Cole.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Sammy. Yeah, I like the
Just a
whole.
little bit, but like they're not.
Dude, Cole has a dad bod pretty much.
Wow.
He's on the verge of a fucking dad bod.
He's. I guess.
think
Britt, be careful.
I think he's on his way down the card, man.
Why you think I'm not keeping my team together? We'll get to that in a little bit, but.
Yeah, let's speed this process up on AEW.
Oh yeah.
because
So
there was
anything
really
else you
not
took?
a lot
Yeah,
of-
anything
No,
else?
that was it.
We didn't get any.
good.
We didn't get any hook this week, so I mean that was a little. You know.
That should be his show. He should just dominate Friday night.
Yeah, that's
He
what I
should
was
have a
thinking.
match on
And,
Friday night.
and when are they
going
to make people show exclusive? Because that's needing to come. I mean, it looks like
they're not gonna,
start-
bro.
It looks like they're
don't think
kind
so,
of
too.
making people like exclusive to one show without saying they are. But you're right. Everybody's everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah, they're not. There is no A and B show. They're both. They're
Right,
all
they're
A
all
shows
A
as far
shows.
as they're concerned. But the way that they structure those shows, it's not because
Dynamite
to me
is-
Friday night is the
It's almost like WCW worldwide.
yeah, or
Yeah,
or
it's just-
Saturday night.
it's just there to get some of the younger guys on
Right.
TV, get them some
Damn,
experience.
he said
you know?
worldwide, aging yourself over there, bro.
Hey,
Worldwide. Wow.
We're not old. We're fucking.
I know.
I'm leveling up every goddamn year.
I
That's
just
it.
like I just like to say the aging of ourselves because you know what we
Hey,
know it all. For like we
real
said,
quick note.
from the golden era to current
Yeah.
and everything in between.
everything in between.
It's
bro.
the MACKDOwn podcast.
Well, speaking of current, let's start with the fucking Royal Rumble recap, shall
Okay.
we?
Let's
So-
do it.
so-
Let's get right into it because
so
that's what
yeah.
we're all here for.
Raw
So-
and SmackDown definitely was all recap shows for
Yeah.
Yeah.
for
the lead
go
up
home.
the
to.
lead up
Go
to
home.
nothing really spectacular. A couple
Nope.
of promos on there. We got some more announcements of who's going to jump in there. So yeah, so let's start from right there. We'll start with the beginning of the show. Seth and Roman. You know, Roman Reigns coming in.
That was the best part of the whole show to me.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah,
734 days. Roman came in undefeated. He has not been
Pay-per-views,
It's
pinned.
500 and something. Isn't it?
No, it was 734
No.
days since his last loss
Oh, I see. I
In
got
pay
you.
per views.
on pay-per-views.
pay-per-view.
Yeah. So Roman came
Shit.
in not only the longest reigning Universal Champion of the world. He also came in with the current longest unpinned streak
Yeah.
in a long time. They open the show. Seth. We'll start with Seth in the beginning of the show.
Well,
comes
Roman
out.
Roman came out first.
Right, Roman comes out first.
Yeah.
Comes out
Yeah.
with the traditional
Yep.
head of the table gear.
Don't you think that's weird?
What?
What, Roman coming out first?
Yeah.
Not at all because
Not
Edge
not
used-
the way
Edge
that
used
they
to
did
do-
it.
Yeah, and Edge
I
used to
think,
do
I
that
think it was
too.
the circumstance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Edge always did that too in big matches because if you look at his match at Mania with Taker, Hell in a Cell, Edge came out first.
Okay.
You know, as the
But
champ.
regardless,
but
the way
regardless,
that they set it up, this
it was
way
perfect.
better.
It was
Yeah.
perfect because of the way Seth came out. Mm-hmm. Old traditional Shield. I'm not gonna lie, I missed the streak, the hair.
Yeah, I wish you
I
would have.
definitely
That would
would
have
have
been funny.
done that. But it was a great way to catch Roman off guard, and it was great
It's
for
mind
us.
games, bro. It's just mind
The
games.
When he was
nostalgia.
very
mind
like,
games, mind games.
Yeah. The nostalgia was great to see that,
Yeah.
especially with the music being the old original.
It's not even just that. It's just the fact that Seth is over here architecting all kinds of shit, and he's getting in the head of Roman because they've kind of been playing that whole, Roman's like, I hate you. I'll never forgive what you did to
Right.
us. And it's like, first of all, that made Roman kind of look like a little bitch, if you just ask me. I'm just saying.
Well,
That's
I
just
mean,
me personally.
it
Because,
showed-
like, you know, you're building Roman as this strong killer. He's God mode, whatever. He's laughing about the past. And then now all of a sudden, that touches a nerve.
But everybody has that one.
Exactly.
That
I was
knows
just
their
about to say
weakness.
that. And I was just about to say Seth is the one person
One,
who has beaten Roman when it matters. And they haven't crossed paths in a long time. And he's getting into Roman's head.
Right,
He's
and that's why like him coming out with the shield, coming down through the crowd, dude. That shit was...
it's Triple H-esque. You know? Triple H-esque.
And it also
Cerebral
was like
assassin.
a testament to like how great Seth is, because he mixed everything together, like all his characters, his Shield, his Architect, even his Joker character now, how he was walking to the ring.
Seth freaking Rollins.
Yeah, Seth freaking Rollins, and then, but then a lot of like he was using his old move set, and I don't know if people realize that he was using his Shield move set.
Yeah.
And so I just thought like it was a great touch. And then, you know, to get to the end of the chair shots, like he sold the chair shot the exact same way Roman sold the chair shot when he turned on the Shield.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And it was a great contrast to that. Now, before you even get to the chair shots, my question to you guys: Roman Reigns lost the match by DQ. Sorry, Kimmy. But it's still your champ. What do you guys feel about that ending?
I liked it because to me personally, it felt like it was more of a Roman knows that Seth has his number, and he's like, the longer this fucking match goes, the more chances Seth has to win. So fuck this. You know what? I got him in a compromising position. I'm choking his ass out. Fuck it. I'm getting DQ'd because if this goes any longer, bro, I
We don't
might
know
lose
what
the
happened,
fucking
right.
belt. You know what I mean?
Seth was hanging around too long for his taste.
Yeah, and that was my personal, and that's why he came in and was like, "Fuck you," and just started beating his ass with the chair. Also, it plays back into the whole Seth
Yeah,
or the
full circle.
Shield thing.
Full
right,
circle.
Right, but that was my take out of it. The story going forward.
Well, here's the deal. Do you think anything is going to come across from this, guys?
I hope so.
I hope it continues. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like how long they've been dragging on the fucking Naomi storyline. I want them to do that with this storyline. You know what I mean?
So, and just to touch a little bit
This should have
on
been the storyline.
just to touch a little bit on that. And Cam, I don't know how you feel about it as well. Do you think the storyline will continue? I don't
No.
either. I'm with you, Cam.
I think
I
think we might get a rematch at Chamber
See,
and Saudi.
I'm thinking that we're going to go further than that. I don't think they're going to touch again until around SummerSlam. And here's the only reason why I'm saying this.
Brock's headed at SmackDown.
Exactly. Roman just cost him the title and got Paul back. You just eliminated the Seth Rollins story right there. And then Seth is going back to Raw.
Probably.
He is, but the thing is like Brock's hiatus is coming, right? So
Yep.
he's gonna have that month and a half off before Mania. So you're gonna fill the gaps in where Roman's not taking no hiatus.
No, Roman's going to be there every week. The only problem is you're not going to have no Roman Reigns matches.
That's why I think him and Seth might still
Have a little.
have a thing until then, because I was like, I was talking to an outside associate of the show, but I think
Previously booked.
circling back, like how are we gonna get to somebody fighting Bobby? And I think Seth's gonna come. Well, I don't know. It's a lot.
Well, no, you know what? I think
They've
you're right.
intertwined a lot
I
of
think you're
fucking
right
stories.
about that
They
because
have.
you just moved Big E back to SmackDown, so you just took him
Right.
straight out the title picture
Yep.
for Raw.
Right.
Bobby's the only person on Raw right now that. Oh well, Bobby is the champ. I was supposed to be the only champion on Raw, but there's nobody that has been in that championship picture other than Seth and KO. So
AJ.
Oh
okay,
yeah.
see, I can definitely see that coming to fruition, but right now you got AJ Styles working with the younger talent. He's in that. I mean, Bobby AJ Mania. I just don't see that as a payoff for that right
No,
now.
I think it's gonna be Bobby Seth.
I can definitely see that more of a payoff,
I
and
think we
could see,
circle back to Bobby Seth.
yeah, and that would probably be the best with Seth going over at
100%.
Mania, and that
See,
would that would
but
always,
that to me, it's a huge mistake because now you've lit this fire with Roman and Seth, and then just to fucking extinguish it, it's almost like they're using Seth in the same position they were using Finn, where it's like, oh, we need the demon, like, oh, we need something
But
big for Roman, so let's give him this guy, and then we'll just
Yeah,
done
snuff
with
him
that.
out.
So it's like if they're doing that with Seth, it's like, fuck, man,
I hope they don't.
Dude,
Well, Seth is going back to
this
Raw.
This is the story. Like, this
But it's
is the
not-
story.
I don't think it's extinguished because they're history.
Yeah, they're always
so
going to have
never
unfinished
extinguishing
business.
that. You can always plug and play with them. Just
Maybe- yeah,
almost
maybe
like
they'll just-
Sammy and KO.
Yeah.
But
True.
fuck that, man.
They might
I
just
don't like
drag it
that
out
shit.
and have him pop up here and there.
That's
don't like it, but
that's silly. It's silly. You
For
got
sure.
two of the greatest workers, arguably ever, and they're on separate shows. They're not going to intertwine with the stories that they got. Now they give it a little bit to us. They know that, like, hey, we're all on board for this thing.
Yeah.
Just to take it completely away. And like you said, it's not going to be
Definitely.
taken completely away, but it's like, don't separate them so fucking quick.
Well, here's
let's
the
get at least, like you said, let's get at least one more match at Elimination Chamber. Run it back however they want to do it, whatever. If they want to write Seth off TV for a couple months or whatever until Mania, however they want to do it, I don't know. But they got to figure out some way to close the chapter to move on to the next.
But I mean, do they really? Here's the reason why I say that. Hear me out.
I mean, well,
Hear me out.
they don't have to, but I
Right.
mean,
And
story-wise, it would make sense because just leaving shit
necessarily.
unsaid
Exactly.
is not good for television or
Why not?
anybody.
Why not? It leaves you wanting to say, "Hey, what's going on?" So when that does come back around, when it does come
Yeah,
back around,
what in 4 months, 6 months, 8 months?
a
That's
year,
too long. That's
18
too long.
months, 24 months.
Nobody will give a shit by then.
You say that now.
It'll just reignite what just happened.
You
What
say
they
that
just
now,
did.
but here's the deal: because they don't have a closure to this chapter, you have to look at it as, since there's always a way to reopen this book. When we do get the closure for the chapter, it may be when we unexpected, and now the story is written.
Why? When it's convenient for them? Like, fuck that, dude. No. If you
mean-
got the story, play the story out the whole fucking way through.
I hear you on that, but there's gotta be.
I mean, what are you saving it for?
Saving it
That's
for,
what I'm saying.
for something
like,
better?
You
for a
got
better
two dudes
time.
in their prime. What's better time than right now? They're in their prime. They're together right now.
You got too many other factors that are out there right now.
Fuck that.
That are not fit. I mean, you didn't finish the Brock Roman story.
That's what I'm saying. They're
that's
fucking
probably
up
what's gonna
because
And
happen
now you're
that he won
finishing
the Rumble.
Exactly. So you finished that at Mania.
they're
you
just
clean
putting
that
shit
up.
on pause. They're just like pause, play, pause,
Yep.
play. That's terrible, bro. That's terrible
I mean,
storytelling. It's awful.
It's to the point where they're intertwining so many things that maybe
It's hard to keep track of what the fuck's going on. Is what's happening.
So maybe we are going to get what you have been proposing, that fatal 4-way, both titles on the line, 4 people in there, because now everybody's story is starting to intertwine. If you notice, Bobby
it just doesn't
brought-
make sense if
Bobby,
they're not gonna combine titles. Then what the fuck was the point of all of this? It's just to make your Royal Rumble show bigger than just to throw shit together instead of just telling a good long 6-month to fucking
I'm
year
telling you,
story.
and they are. And here's the reason why I say they are. They're intertwining all the stories. They're taking all the world title stories and putting them into one freaking story for you. And they're putting Bobby.
doing it not
Here's
in
the
a good
deal:
way.
Bobby Lashley just won the title from Brock, so now Bobby and Brock has unfinished business. But it was because of Roman. Now Roman and Brock have unfinished business, but Roman just choked out Seth, and Seth won the match. So now Roman and Seth have unfinished business. You got 4 people with unfinished business with 4 different stories in there. You tell me why they can't have that payoff at WrestleMania to finish all this up at once.
I mean, hopefully that's what they do, but they're going all the way around their fucking ass to get to their elbow, bro.
Hey, look, sometimes you got to go ass to
No.
elbow to get ass to mouth. you
No,
know?
bro.
Oh,
Oh,
well, you took it too far as usual.
Sorry, I was in my Jungle Boy moment.
But I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Silence all around.
I see what you're
We don't
doing.
talk
You're-
about your personal
You're
life
playing
on here, I
devil's
thought.
advocate. You're playing devil's advocate
just
to try to make the story work, and I appreciate that.
Well, here's the
but
deal,
WWE is terrible at doing this. They're gonna pause, play. So instead of like interweaving these stories, they're like, nope, you're paused. They did it last night. Okay, Brock loses the title. Oh, now he's number 30 at the Royal Rumble.
Which was called 2 weeks
Well, we
ago for
seen that-
anybody listening
we
to
seen
this
that coming a
podcast.
month
Thank
ago.
you. Yeah. Okay. Thank
That's
you.
what I'm saying.
A month ago, I called this. Thank you.
right. Thank you. And that's what I'm saying though. Like,
So I'm telling you,
this is
look
this
for
is
that
the shit that's
story.
happening. It's just like they're going, okay, we're gonna do this, and then pause. Okay, we're gonna do this, pause this, replay this. Okay, now we're back to Brock and Roman. They never should have even fucking split, but they did the shit because Hey, we got to get Royal Rumble's numbers up. You know, we got to.
Hey, whatever, man. There can't just be two people fighting for the fucking number one spot.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
There's got to be a lot of up there, and then you got Elimination Chamber coming up next month, which is going to be in Saudi, which we'll definitely talk about in the next episode because we got a whole list of shit to talk about.
Yeah.
Why the hell you're having a big major pay-per-view in a fucking we don't get political on this show.
We know why. It's money. The same reason why Vince does everything.
But yeah, so Roman wins, keeps his title, but loses the match.
Right.
So now we have Seth Rollins, like we said, up in hiatus. We don't know where they're going to go from that, and hopefully over the next couple of weeks they'll give us a way to understand how do we get to that.
Maybe Seth will just keep psychologically fucking with him over the next few months to weeks.
And like the WWE psychologically fucks with us, let's get into the Women's Royal Rumble, ladies and gentlemen. So many surprises in here, all the way from I'm looking at
Miss Sasha Banks, who's apparently hurt but not hurt now. Now I don't get any fucking credit for anything.
Hey, she was filming Mando, man.
Yeah. Fucking annoying. Whatever. Way to just fuck up the whole last end of my fucking shit. You know what I mean? Fuck you, bitch.
So tons of surprises going on in the Women's Royal Rumble. We had, like you said, Sasha Banks was number one.
Surprises or like awes?
I mean,
I think there was more awes than.
I mean, we had a lot of different people come back. Melina coming back as number two was
the first time we've seen it though.
Was interesting.
Well, they've let so many women go too. Like they had to fucking draw it, like pull its straws for this one.
So my big takeaways from the Royal Rumble, Women's Royal Rumble, and we can definitely dive into each one of these individually. Mickie James coming out with the Impact title. I thought that was huge.
That was
huge.
That was cool.
That was the big
and
one.
Hardcore Country.
That was huge.
Lita got the biggest.
Lita
pop
coming out with the big pop was huge, and of course, the elephant in the room, the return of the baddest bitch on the planet, Ronda Rousey.
You gotta get that star power in there to get
and
that
I did
Mania
talk about
ticket
that last
sales.
week too. So
you did,
yeah. Kimmy did call that. Holla back.
Holla back.
Hashtag holla back.
She ain't that holla back girl.
I was kind of disappointed Charlotte didn't get it.
I was very. I was like I said, Charlotte was my call. She made this. Hey, second place ain't bad.
I mean, hey, if you're gonna be the first ever, it might as well be Charlotte, right? I'm just throwing it out there.
Definitely. Yeah, and Mr. B was rooting for that too because fantasy would have been great. I mean, she did get you. What did she get you out there? An 8? Not
she still got 8 for the week. Yeah,
for the week, not bad at all. Not bad
for 2 shows. Yeah.
So, what do you guys take away? First of all, we'll jump into Mickie James, Hardcore Country. What do you guys think, man? Impact World Title, Women's Championship.
So the Women's Royal Rumble to me was extremely lackluster. Like I really don't have anything good to say about it. So.
Very long,
bro. That shit didn't end till like 10 o'clock.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Like Eastern time. I was like, shit.
And and then not to mention, Sasha got booted out like.
Yeah,
fucking super early. Like
terrible. Like
you can't even give her the final 4.
I know.
Does that say where she's going to be? Is she going to be off TV now for a little while too?
She got hurt.
They just didn't have enough people to fill it up, and they're like, "Hey, we need you for one fucking night. Take a break from your filming or whatever the fuck you're doing."
Yeah. Yep.
I feel like Nikki Bella got a big pop. I'm not gonna lie.
Bro, both of the Bellas got big pops. I was gonna say the Bellas are over.
And then Brie,
I know it was probably the legendary over, but
listen, their show is cute and like all that. Like I enjoy watching their show, so that's probably part of it. It's no different than Ms. and Mrs. You know what I mean?
Well, Brie stole the yes, so she's official.
that shit got loud. Yeah, God damn, that yes chant got loud.
Do you think Brian was in the back?
No, they said he was not.
Okay.
There was an article saying he was at home.
With the babies.
With the babies. Yeah, there was also an article showing Bailey at home. She showed herself.
I was really hoping.
What is going on?
I know.
No, I read an article that said she's not nowhere near ready. They're saying March at the earliest. But
okay,
it wasn't even discussed
like what did she do? I mean, I know she tore her ACL, but I mean, there's got to be other structural shit in there.
Might have been MCL too.
I think it was meniscus too.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, she ain't got no knees.
Here's the thing too: a knee injury, guys, and I think you know what I mean. Like, dude,
I definitely know. I cracked mine in half. Yeah.
And you also just don't feel confident, dude. Like, you could be completely and totally healed because I had knee surgery back in the day when I was in high school, and like you just never quite feel the
yourself,
same. Yeah. So you're just very like, do I, don't I? So I'm sure she's just taking the most time to rehab as much as fucking possible.
It's not for lack of trying with her because she's literally posts like her rehab every day,
which is great.
But I just don't think that she's ready. I just don't think it's structurally ready.
Yeah, dude, and even like I said, psychologically, sometimes too, you're just like, I don't trust myself to make these, moves or do these maneuvers because I'm not there.
Yeah,
I don't trust my body yet.
Speaking of that trust, the WWE definitely trusts Ronda Rousey winning that Royal Rumble. She's headed to WrestleMania, and not to mention WrestleMania was on fire.
That sign was on fire for
Sign
fucking
was
sure.
on fire, yeah.
Yeah.
They cleared
It's
that whole
on
section.
fire.
Literally.
So if you guys don't know, for those who are not aware, Ronda Rousey pointed up to the sign. It took a little bit of time for that sign to go off, and when it definitely did, the people underneath it felt it more than ever because the WrestleMania sign literally caught on fire.
Yeah.
Becky Lynch caught it on fire. She said,
Yes.
she's like, I caught
Yeah.
that sign on
They
fire.
literally had to evacuate that whole entire section.
I'm so hot.
There
Yeah.
are pictures all over online on it. I'll get some of the Kimmy Chill posted on our MACKDOWN podcast just so we can take a look. But yeah, WrestleMania was on fire last night. It's crazy.
You know what else wasn't on fire?
What was that?
The rest of that fucking match.
Oh man! So Ronda
What?
wins.
Cameron, bro, who gives a fuck? Kelly, nobody cares. Michelle McCool, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Cameron's made sense for the story. I don't like it, but it made sense for the story.
But you wasted a pick on. I mean, dude, like.
I mean,
They could have
I
made
thought
it go way
was gonna make
faster.
a surprise. Yeah, it definitely went slow. But once Sasha got out, it definitely felt very.
Yeah, it killed the crowd a little bit.
Everybody
It killed
booed
the
the rest
crowd.
of everything. They were just like, fuck
Yeah.
this is stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, and you missed, like, I'd even, shot y'all text, like, there was no ring general. It was sloppy as hell.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, how do you have this big ass obvious hole? Like, I mean, I guess they tried to put Bianca in that spot to be the ring general. Like, and I love Bianca. Like,
Yeah.
I think Bianca's incredible.
Bianca's
not
nowhere
the ring
near ready
general
to be
yet.
a ring general, though,
Right.
dude.
And that's what I
Not a
sent to
ring
you,
general.
Cam. That's when I sent that text in. There's no ring general in here. This is
Yeah.
why everybody's kind of all over the place. You have to keep somebody in there to keep the flow of the match going well, because there's certain people who will sit there and say, hey, this is stale, or this is not working, or we're about to have somebody big come in. Everybody get ready. We need a rest spot for this person's entrance. All that has to happen to make the match structurally go in the flow, a good flow. And it was definitely missing that a couple of times. Cam, I agree with you in your text when you said it was sloppy.
I mean, shout out to Bianca, though, for wearing MACKDOWN Podcast.
Yeah,
Oh, definitely.
Because that
Shout
shit
out.
was straight up
Thank
MACKDOwn
you.
Podcast.
Yes.
Sure was.
She follows us at MACKDOwn
MACKDOwn
Podcast. We follow her at Bianca Belair. It's a match made in heaven.
And I think Bianca's great. Like, I think she's great. But I think Bianca isn't in a place right now to be able to worry about you and her.
Mm-hmm.
I
No.
think she still has to focus
On
her.
Yeah. I
And
don't want to
so-
hurt you, so
Yeah, like Sasha's one of them, handful of talents. We said, like, obviously, like, you have the 4 horsewomen.
right.
I put Beth because Beth was always great. Even Alexa, I think Alexa's on that level too, of being able to have the eyes in the back of your head to be aware of everybody around you.
It's a safety thing, you know what I mean? You trust and safety, and they definitely represent that. You're not putting Nia in that group, and you're definitely not
No.
putting Brie in that group. So
Well, and it really
you got
is a
all these
dance.
legends.
So
Yeah.
You had legends taking these sloppy ass bumps, and I'm just like,
yeah, it was.
man.
It was
Hey,
a
I
tough-
did have a huge pop for Ivory though. 60-year-old Ivory,
Dude,
come out there
especially
looking
coming in as
great.
the right to censor. That shit got me, too.
promoed all the way through
She
the
did,
elimination,
too.
everything. That's
even
great.
when she got, don't touch me.
But like 60 years old, y'all, and
She's
came through
60?
that thing.
Yeah, she's 60.
60, bro.
Wow, she looks like she hasn't changed hardly at all.
At
Definitely,
all, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
wow.
Like I popped hard for
Kudos to
Ivory.
her workout regimen, man. That's
definitely. Yeah, I mean, Lita still got it in there, stuff like that. Michelle McCool, she
Lita
was.
had the pop for
Yeah,
that.
I think she
Yeah.
had probably one of the highest pops of the night.
It's
Dude, I
crazy
mean,
that
that's true.
somebody that's been retired that long
Can
should
get it
not
all.
be getting the biggest pop.
Yeah.
but
Well, because
but the
she
She
kids,
left
like,
an impression, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah, and she was like cultural, man. Like she was so relatable
Yeah.
at that time. That's when like at her time, that's when like pop and goth really took off in the early
she's an
2000s.
icon.
And she was like the face of that.
Yeah.
So
yep.
I know
think that's-
many girls
and
who
that's-
wore the thongs out just because of that shit.
Yeah.
Just because of Lita.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, it was definitely a sloppy ass match. I went on record and said I think the overall show. I think both Rumbles were the 2 worst Rumbles I've ever seen. But
Wow.
Ever. That's a bold statement because there's been some pretty fucking bad ones.
Yeah, definitely.
yeah, that one was pretty shitty though.
Well, speaking
And
of a
there
match,
was
oh, go ahead.
A lot of lack of star power.
Okay, well, speaking of a match that didn't lackluster the star power, big time Bex went 1-on-1 with Dewdrop for the title. What a crazy
Unfortunately-
ending!
Well, because unfortunately the sign took away from the match. So they actually had a pretty good match. If you
Yeah,
watch
yeah.
it on mute, like it's a pretty good match.
If you
No,
watch it on mute,
I thought they had a good match. Like I thought they had a really good
Yeah.
match.
yeah, Dewdrop, like I've always said, and
She
I've
can
said
go,
this from
man.
before, and I wrote this in my notes. A lot of people don't know Dewdrop's history, and
Piper's.
and I'll tell you, Piper's history. And as I was telling the MD over there, that she definitely has a super long history back in the Indies, especially with Ring of Honor. I mean, this girl at her size has jumped off the top of a steel cage into the ring on the people.
Yeah.
Like, she is definitely legit. And
I said she's the female equivalent to Bam Bam Bigelow, which is like
Wow.
all
like
praise. Like, that's all all respect.
Right, yeah,
because
that's a respect thing, yeah.
Because Bam Bam, for his time as a big man, worked.
transcended, and he transcended the
he's
industry.
doing backflips. I mean,
Well,
he's
it's kind of
super
like Kevin
athletic
Owens,
dude.
very agile. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So, the ending of the match ended with the manhandle slam from the second
From
top
the-
rope.
Yeah.
Big time move. I thought it was a great ending. I mean, what guys' thoughts, Mr. B?
Yeah, it was great. The whole match, she was just like dropping on her, like
She's
legit
dropping the
on
dude.
Becky.
Dude.
No, like doing the swanton and everything.
Yeah,
on
she
her,
was-
shit. Oh my god.
Yeah, she straight squashed her to
I
the
know
mat,
Becky
dude.
must
Just
have been
like,
hurting after that match.
Yeah, Becky was feeling it. She's definitely her kidneys were.
Becky's a
it was
star,
pretty
though,
stiff.
man.
yeah, she is.
Yeah, it definitely was.
Like she's just a star. And shout out Becky. I watched her Broken Skull sessions with Stone Cold. It was really good. She was very candid. Didn't really hide anything. So
She's getting very
Nobody
hard to
check
keep
that out.
booing. Like
Check it out.
she should have never came back heel, in my opinion. But
No,
no,
I think
but she don't really get to control the booking aspect. I mean, she
Right.
talks about it a little bit. She said you have to pick and choose your battles.
yep.
Yeah,
Well, and she even
definitely.
said that. Oh, they said they were going to boo me, but they didn't. They fucking cheered me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then they're
Yeah,
like,
just,
oh, they're going to
just
boo
like
you.
we all thought.
Yeah.
It's
She's
just
not
the way it
gonna
works.
get booed ever.
Yeah. Yeah, I love Becky
ever.
Lynch. I always
And it's
say.
crazy because not going back to it to harp on it, but just comparing it. Like, you go back to the beginning of the show when Roman came out first. Wah! The whole Messiah music hits. How his music starts, and the fucking crowd jumps up.
Yep.
Starts applauding.
Yeah, they
Like,
definitely did.
Vince was trying to force that shit, and he couldn't get it. And now you let Roman be Roman, and it comes so damn natural.
Mm-hmm.
So you
Interesting
kinda-
concept. Let them be themselves. I know. It's new and
Wow.
revolutionary.
You can't do
tell
that.
I think we got to get away from trying to tell who to like and who to dislike. And I know that's pro wrestling, but you got to kind of adjust with the times
And the crowd.
and just let it come organic on who's cheered and who's not cheered.
Well, that was like what you were saying, even I think last week. You know what I mean? Not forcing it, and Vince got so fucking spoiled with the whole Thunderdome bullshit.
yeah.
And like now, because even they're piping chants in. I did write that down for Raw. That was like one of the only
Yeah.
things I wrote down. Was they're piping chants in and boos and cheers and all that shit now, and it's just like,
It's
man,
like it's not a live studio audience, Vince. I hate to fucking break
Yeah.
it to you. It's just a live audience.
Right.
Yeah.
You, can't,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? It's not. You can't be like, okay, applause.
It's not,
okay,
and it's not
fucking
studio
boo.
wrestling too. You're in an
Yeah.
arena, bro.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
this
that's what I'm
is a
saying.
big difference.
There's no way to control it.
Right. It's not like you're playing the music that they do in the basketball game,
and it's
or
so obvious when they're
defense.
piping in.
You
Yeah,
know?
it's so obvious when they're piping the chants in. So
Yeah.
it's just all of a sudden everybody's in unison out of fucking nowhere. You suck. You suck.
Well, speaking of out of
Fucking then
unison,
it fades out. Like, shut the fuck up. Get out of here.
speaking of out of unison and definitely predicted over here, your next match coming up at the Royal Rumble was Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley for the WWE Championship.
Brock dominated the whole beginning of that match.
Dude.
He
Yeah,
absolutely
he did.
The
dominated.
suplexes were amazing.
Bobby needs to
Real
fucking
quick,
learn how to take
Bobby
a
needs to
suplex,
learn.
bro.
Sucks.
Oh
Can't
my
take
god! I
the
thought he was
suplex.
gonna break his neck.
Well, I mean, the one he gave Brock was pretty like, oh.
Well, yeah, he could give him, but he just can't.
Yeah, he
take
can't
him.
Yeah,
take
he
him.
was
He
taking
was-
him on his
Yo,
shoulder and his
I mean,
elbow.
You saw his whole
dude.
mouth was bloodied and stuff.
Oh.
He's biting his lip and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the match was crazy. I was getting kind of Goldberg versus Brock from the second Mania vibes a little bit, especially with the spears and all that crap like that.
I wish they would have gave Bobby a little more offense, man.
I
I wish
agree.
that they would have made Bobby look a little more strong.
to keep up.
Just
Yeah.
just keep up and keep pace, because dude, Brock dominant, and like I said, I up to this point I think I was still a little more coherent than than
Right,
the Men's
right.
Rumble. But
There was
yeah,
some
dude.
sleeping going on during the Rumble.
Not
Nobody-
me. I watch that.
Nobody's
But-
pointing fingers.
But yeah, but to me, they should have gave Bobby a little more. They should have just gave Bobby a little more in that match. I mean,
stronger.
towards the end, he caught him with the hurt lock and had him in
did.
it for a minute.
He did.
But there should have been a little more
Back and forth.
versus Brock, Bobby, Brock, Bobby.
Yeah.
And then
You know what I
Brock,
mean?
Brock,
Roman.
Roman. So,
Right.
ladies and gentlemen, Roman Reigns
Yeah, dude.
cost Brock Lesnar the title, and Paul Heyman swerved. thoughts. I need your thoughts on this, guys.
It was a terrible way to get to that.
Back
story.
and forth,
Yeah, I know.
back and
That-
didn't like
I'm
it?
like that too. I'm like teeter totter to make up your fucking mind, Paul.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
he
and they're
should've went
both
off at
just
Mania,
like they're both
personally.
just like cool. How about
I think
fuck you,
it's-
Paul Heyman? Like at this point, I don't need you.
Unless-
It's weird. I don't know.
unless Roman and Paul were like,
Yeah,
part of
yeah.
the work.
Well, that's-
We're
that's
gonna
what's
go,
gonna-
hey,
that's what's gonna
hey,
happen,
Go
yeah.
with
That's
go with Brock.
That's exactly what it is.
Make
But
him feel
again,
comfortable.
timing-wise.
and then we'll get it.
Why now?
Right.
Well, here's
Why
why.
not during the
Can I tell
Mania
you-
match?
Can I
Like,
tell you why? Can I
what
tell
the
you why?
fuck? Let's rush every fucking thing.
No, I'll tell you why. Know your WWE history, sir.
What do you
Paul
mean?
Heyman has made it a point to turn on Brock Lesnar always at the Royal Rumble for the WWE Championship. It has always happened that way.
Yeah, again, bro.
And that's
Let's
history
be a little
repeating.
more like
No,
you know
it's history.
revolutionary. Let's
But it's
let's
history.
not keep playing the same card
It's
over
history.
and fucking over and over.
Brock should always have his eye out on Paul at the Royal Rumble.
It was lame, dude. Is what it was.
I
They
like
shoulda
the
did it at the
nostalgia.
Mania match.
I personally like the nostalgia of it. Yes,
Yeah.
I think they should have waited to Mania personally, but I got the nostalgia of it. How damn again at the Rumble.
What were you gonna say, Cam?
Wow.
I just think what it's gonna come down to is Roman's whole thing right now with his character is you must be a dumbass, right? That's what he tells everybody. so it's gonna be is him and Paul outsmarted Brock.
Yes.
So you a dumbass. You didn't
But-
see it coming.
But there's
And
a
it was
Mania
like-
match now between the two of them. So really,
But
who
like,
did he
to the
outsmart
story-
now? Really, you know?
No, because it plays into the story of getting back there.
Yes.
So you're back, and it's Paul is like, oh, and now Paul's like, hey, you didn't think we outsmarted you, da da da, and now Brock's re-pissed again. Now he has a reason to be mad again.
Yeah, there's not gonna
And
be
go
no more
back at
smiling
him
Brock.
again.
Yeah.
So it brings the story back instead of him focusing on fucking Bobby. Now it turns all back to, all right, all my division's on you. I'm coming after your belt. Fuck Bobby. He can deal with that.
See,
So
I don't think
it
that's
makes
gonna happen. I think he's still gonna be like, Bobby, you didn't beat nobody. Roman, you suck, so I'm gonna beat both of you guys at Wrestle freaking Mania. And then when Roman has both belts, Roman's gonna have black and blue and come for you, like the whole SmackDown theme song. On and on and on and on.
That song was stuck in your head.
It was
too, the other
oh
day.
man, I was singing that shit all day yesterday. Mike was like,
How
please
surprised
stop.
were y'all- How surprised were y'all when Brock did not bleed? Because Brock's a bleeder, man.
Dude, I thought
So
that. Remember, I
Yeah.
said that shit.
Yeah.
I told that shit to my brother. I was like, Brock's about to be bleeding when the camera comes back, and he
No,
wasn't. I was
he
like,
wasn't.
oh, I'm surprised.
I thought he wasn't bleeding when he got rammed into the fucking into the corner post. I was like, oh, for sure he's cut right there,
Yeah,
and then
it's
there was
like
nothing. So it's
nothing
like, ooh.
nothing happened. But with Roman costing him the belt, and like you said, Cam, I definitely do feel like, or disagree with you, I should say, on the fact of Bobby and Brock being done. I think Brock is going to be like, hey, I want both
Brock's gonna
belts.
show up on both shows.
I think so as well. So
Brock
you know,
does what Brock wants.
exactly.
he
Exactly.
does, but it's hiatus time. He's been working real hard these last 2 months. It's time to go home.
Well, no, not at
He's
all.
signed for a year and a half.
Exactly. And now
So-
that he's won the Royal Rumble, he's definitely going to be here
Well,
for
he signs
WrestleMania.
matches. He signs like 6 matches.
Right. So.
He wrestled 2 last night. So that's 2 of the 6 off the contract.
Oh shit! You're so. I never thought about that.
Brock had
Damn.
Brock had his
Number 3 is Mania.
it felt like we'll cover it when we get to the Rumble. But
Yeah, number 3 is will be Mania for Brock. Yeah, he's half the year's over, and we ain't even in March.
yeah.
Vince will
Wow.
fork out more money, bro.
So I think
we should move on.
I think we just gotta let the story play and see where it goes. I honestly thought by this point in the show, y'all, I thought they were gonna cut the mixed tag match
No.
because I was looking at the clock and I'm like, man, it's like 10:40.
They almost went 4 hours.
I kind of
Yeah.
forgot about
Well,
the mixed
we'll
tag.
see
To
that,
be honest
and
with you.
that is the next match on the card. Edge
Yeah.
and Phoenix.
I don't spend
I
too
was
much
I
time
was
talking
so
about it.
out
I
of
don't
this
think
match.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's not even.
Well, no, I'm just gonna say, just looking at that, we know that Beth and Edge went over. Overall match, I thought was all right from what I saw. I mean, that's pretty much
Props
most
to
of it.
Maurice too on the Hurricane Rana though. Like for somebody that doesn't get in the ring, she hadn't wrestled in a good 12, 13 years, man. She came off and killed that Hurricane Rana.
I'd be lying if I told you I watched 30 seconds of that match.
Oh, see, there it is. Well,
I seen the beginning of it and I seen the very end of it. I seen when Edge and Beth came in and did their thing with their jackets, and then the next thing I remember they were on the fucking ropes, pretty much doing the same thing without their jackets.
so from bell to bell, Mike saw him come in, Mike saw him leave.
That's pretty much it,
and that's
dude,
the
not
end
gonna
of
lie.
that.
I like
I was
like
so
Dallas.
like not in on this match anyway. So
Well,
It was cute. I'm glad they got to do it for their little couple moment. You know, good for them. Love that for them. But that's about it.
Well, then we'll just cap it up with the final ending of it. Like we said, Brock Lesnar is your 2022 Men's Royal Rumble winner. And he's on his way to Wrestle freaking Mania. He's on fire, too, if you think about it. But, yeah, so there it is. Big surprises all through the Rumble. We had Bad Bunny, Johnny Knoxville.
That was not a surprise.
Big Oz, not surprise.
AJ Styles, number 1. That was. I was
surprised. I'm like, oh, so he's definitely not winning. I was also as soon as Austin Theory came out too. I thought that same thing. I'm like, oh, he's coming out way too fucking early to win
number
this.
3.
Yeah, number 3. Definitely.
So, which I was happy about because
So AJ Shinsuke started it, so we got a little Royal Rumble or a little WrestleMania rewind.
I was like, wow, Shinsuke's having a match. I'm fucking.
And guess what? It's not for the Intercontinental title.
He's defended it once in 5 months.
Yeah, so dumb, dude.
Wait.
But their rule book says every 30 days.
Wait, there's an Intercontinental title still?
I know, right?
Yeah, so
I thought AJ looked really good though.
yeah, he looked really strong in that. I definitely feel like there were a couple of breakout performances by a couple of guys. AJ being one of them, of course. Riddle, Randy, I thought did a great job in that. Randy coming out to his hometown. His pop was
Top of the
big.
night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, pop of the night. Yeah.
I agree.
He got the pop of the night and the boo of the night when Brock eliminated him, I think, because people were pissed, especially when Brock came out.
I'm going to tell you, dude. So y'all know Riddle has had history with Brock as far as like interactions, like backstage heat and shit like that, right? Because of things he said. Dude, when Brock's music hit and they got a picture of Riddle, dude, his face lit up so big. He was like...
You know his face didn't light up? Bad Bunny's.
He just likes Goldberg more than Brock, though, right? Because I know he hates Brock. I think he hates Goldberg.
Yeah, he can't stand Goldberg, brother.
Goldberg's the one that they've had to separate him from backstage.
Yeah,
like,
Riddle and Goldberg do not.
Well, I don't think it's so much on Riddle's end as it is
Goldberg. Goldberg don't respect him.
And Riddle's not going to be one to back down from a motherfucker challenging him, bro. He's like a UFC fighter, dude. For Christ's sake.
Goldberg said, "Don't call me bro."
Yeah, so if Goldberg steps to him, Riddle's probably laughing at him like, "Come on, bro.
Come on,
I can literally kick your fucking ass,
I can kill you."
Bro,
so if Goldberg steps to him, Riddle's probably laughing at him like, "Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
I can literally kick your fucking ass,
I can kill you."
You're like, aren't you your own grandpa still? Like, get out of here,
dude.
He's like the most chill assassin you've ever met in your life.
Yeah, he's like, "Come on, bro.
Like, bro, I'm gonna kill you now, bro. But let's smoke a blunt." Like,
what's up?
He walks. Have y'all seen the video when Goldberg walks? He walks past him.
Don't call me bro.
Like, what's up, bro? And he's like, I'm not your bro.
I'm not your bro.
He's like, okay.
Like,
there's like
bro.
people in between.
Get out of here. Have a conversation for fuck's sake.
Yeah, go knock yourself
I mean?
silly before your match again. Fucking old ass motherfucker.
Dumbass.
Anyway.
And Riddle with the funny
home.
joke. Speaking of Riddle, real quick on Raw with the funny joke, his 420 jokes are just by far just like.
I'm glad that they're
point.
keeping them in there. Like I'm glad they're not trying to skirt away from that whole thing.
And they're being subtle about it.
It's
know
very
what I mean?
subtle. It's very if you know, you know.
If you know, you know. Exactly.
You know?
Right. Definitely. So Bad Bunny was in the Royal Rumble. Johnny Knoxville was in the Royal Rumble. Brock winds up winning. I mean, any other takeaways? Anything else you can think of that came from that? I mean, the lackluster of the crowd when Brock came out and just won. They were just.
Everybody was like, "Okay, yep, that's exactly what everybody thought was going to happen."
You see him falling out?
I will tell the biggest
leaving.
For me, the biggest surprise was Drew. I'm not gonna lie, because like with Drew, I wasn't sure if he was even cleared or not, and then all of a sudden he came out, so I was like, "Fucking cool."
Well, and then I love that it was him and Brock at the end. I like that it was Drew and Brock at the end because I'm always dude, and I love that. I just love how fucking big Drew is. He's just like little motherfucker. He's just kind of looking down on. I love it. I don't know why. It just makes me happy.
Dude, so he brings it, man.
Brock looked checked out too, though.
Well, at the end of that match.
Well, he's probably sick of the fucking creative, bro. He's probably like, this fucking shit. This creative is fucking terrible. Yeah, I'm here for the money at this point. You know what I mean?
And I liked how the Royal Rumble started with a WrestleMania match and ended with a WrestleMania match. If you think about it, little preview all the way through.
But my takeaway is I'm glad they didn't fucking push Austin Theory in there. I'm glad they didn't get no huge spotlight. I thought Omos looked weaker than they could. I thought he was gonna look. I thought he was gonna look way stronger. I'm glad we didn't get a fucking Kane.
Yes.
Or Taker.
So,
Taker would
Taker's done.
Yeah, he would have broke both his knees going there.
But
go ahead and tell him, Cam. Go ahead and tell him, Cam. You were disappointed, bro. You were heartbroken before the Rumble.
Man, yeah. So here's my thing.
All right, give him the big screen, baby. Here we go. Go ahead, Cam. Tell him.
Tell him. As a attitude era kid, got some love in my heart for my guy X-Pac, and I really thought we were gonna see Pac, and we did not see him, and I was devastated. So I was checked out before the match even started, and then AJ's music hit, and I was checked back in. And then when AJ got eliminated, I was like, man, fuck this Rumble. I'm completely done.
You said worst Rumble
fuck
ever.
The Rumble, man. The Rumble sucked. I didn't get no X-Pac. I thought it was shit. And I projected Brock coming in at 30 for 2 weeks.
That was the one thing you did say that would, no matter how bad the Rumble was,
give me X-Pac.
If X-Pac shows up, that makes up for the whole night. You know what I mean?
The whole night.
And that motherfucker tweeted, hey, y'all, I'm in LA sitting on the goddamn couch. And it's like,
Yes,
whose spot could you
on?
besides Bad Bunny and Johnny Knox, of course? Whose spot would you have given X-Pac? If you could take one person at the Rumble,
take one. Ridge Hollins. That's the one that sticks out more than anybody.
I like Ridge Holland in the Rumble. He's a new up and comer. They didn't bring in any NXT folks, which I was surprised. I thought Braun was going to be in there.
Yeah, no NXT,
Walter. I thought Mandy was going to show up in the women's.
Same.
I thought Mandy would show up in the women's.
Well, that just tells you how Vince feels now. He's like, no, these motherfuckers are
developmental now. It's all it is now.
Yeah, because you think about it. When Keith Lee showed up in the Rumble, when Keith Lee showed up in the Rumble that one year to step to Brock, everybody lost their shit.
Everybody knew who he was too. Yeah.
Yeah. What about Kofi's spot?
Kofi, I wrote that down as well.
That sucked.
Kofi blew his spot. He botched
He's
it.
like, let me just jump off of the fucking top rope outside of the ring. And that's like, I get what you're trying to do, but
you tried the Naomi spot.
You done fucked up. You done fucked up, like, immediately.
Yeah.
Stupid. And he purposely catapulted himself.
Well, he tried to.
It was dumb. I just hated it.
Do you think it's time for Kofi to hang that spot up? Give that to Naomi now?
Yeah. Well, what I think it is that one was going to happen eventually. He was going to fuck up one of the spots eventually.
That's the first one.
That's the first one.
In all these Rumbles he's been in. So
I don't think he should take it out. I think he should work on his spots better. And I think he should probably come out with an easier, more like age appropriate spot for him. Because
it's almost like he gets to the arena and like tries to decide that day.
Yeah.
How about just get in the ring and fucking wrestle a little bit?
Well, I mean, it's kind of
try to just teeter totter and balance your way.
Well, that's his spot, though.
That's
right. And that's what I'm saying. It's time for him to hang that up and give that to Naomi.
Well, I think he did technically. If he,
I think that might be it.
It wasn't like any other one.
And what are you gonna do, like hanging there with your feet and you already touched? Like it's like it was obviously you.
Yeah, he just landed directly on the floor.
Yeah.
Literally.
He's like, oh, what?
It's no different than Naomi doing the whole fucking nope. Every time you flip me over, I'm just gonna hang on the ropes and do the same thing.
That's Natalia. You mean Natalia?
I'm sorry. Natalia. You're right. You said Naomi, and in my mind it fucked it up.
Yeah, Natalia. You can't break the grip, and then
AJ was doing the same thing. Yeah. In the
they
men's.
were just holding on for dear life.
Yeah.
And then Bad Bunny, of course, did it too at the bottom. So
well, like I texted y'all earlier, the Twitter wrestling community has completely shit all over the entire show. It was like the Roman and Seth thing started off super hot, and then it was literally downhill from there. Like there wasn't really anything else really good.
For sure, I thought like Seth coming out in the Shield. I was like, man, this show's about to be the shit, man. Like looking at the card,
and it was shit. Exactly.
Shit, yeah. And
not just shit.
Really. And I was even hyped after the match. Like, after the Seth and Roman, I'm like, okay, what a way to start the show. Mm-hmm. I liked it. I liked the storytelling. I wasn't even mad about the finish because it protected both of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then the women's match came. And I'm be honest, from the moment
the bell rang.
From the moment Sasha got eliminated.
Yep.
I was checked out.
They lost the crowd. As soon as and they never were able to get the crowd back after that. You know what I mean? There was some moments that got pops here and there. I think after that moment, everybody was waiting for Randy. That was kind of the thing. Once Randy's music hit, everybody said, they lost their shit.
And I told y'all,
then it just kind of, again, downhill from there.
And I told y'all on the phone yesterday, bro, Randy never comes out before 25.
Yeah,
like I don't think ever in his Rumble career he ever came out like early.
I said 27.
Save him.
I said 27. He came out 29, so I was close
29.
enough.
Yeah.
Dude, he just looks better than ever.
Yeah,
I mean, honestly, he's just so in shape and just like
the ageless wonder.
Dude, yeah, literally.
All right, so we're gonna sum this all up.
Yep.
A whole thing, and I'll ask the last question.
Give it
a grade. Yeah.
Okay.
So on a scale of A to F, You know, A being great, F being horrible. I'll start with you, Mr. B. What is your grade for the 2022 Royal Rumble?
I say an F.
Oh, damn.
Okay. Straight up F.
Kimmy?
Damn.
I was going to be generous and give it like a C minus.
Okay.
I was going to say D plus, but I feel like a C is, you know.
The MD?
I kind of agree with you in a C minus D plus ish range. And that's only because of Seth and Roman. If it wasn't for Seth and Roman, dude, straight F. Like,
wow.
Not even close. Yeah, not even close.
Cam?
No, I'm 100% D plus, C minus. Seth, you take Seth and Roman, bro. That shit's like a 42. Like it's a hella
It's
F.
terrible. Yeah.
That's why I say F. That's why I say
hella F.
Because it's only one good match, really. I mean, don't get me wrong. There were some good spots in some of the matches.
Yeah.
But like the women's Royal Rumble, they only have so many girls on each roster.
Yeah, they had to outcast everything.
So everything was outcasted. There was, I don't know, it was just meh.
So if you took the first or the best match and the last and the worst match away, it's an F.
Yeah.
Right? The show's an F. If you take the best and worst matches away from the card, the show is an F.
I think what
right?
bothers me more than anything is just the sloppiness of it. Not even the lack of stars or like it was just especially the women's match. It was
right. The structure of the whole show just didn't flow the way you wanted to. It almost gave us that WrestleMania where Braun picked out the kid in the crowd. So to speak.
Ruined his whole fucking career, bro.
That literally did.
This is the last thing. This is the last thing I'm gonna say about the Rumble. Pat Patterson was rolling over in his grave last night.
Oh wow! Yeah. With the IC title, huh? With the good-looking one.
Well, what would you?
So overall, and I'll end it with this. I'm gonna agree with the C. Solid C, not C plus, not C minus, just solid right in the middle C. I enjoyed parts of it that you guys may not have looked at as good, but overall, yeah, C I think was by far. I kind of saw what was gonna happen already.
Yeah, you kind of read it like a book,
bro.
Yeah,
and I was just like, dude, this is all the way that they're doing it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll leave it at that. I'll say C overall. All right. So, with that being said, it's time for our next segment, ladies and gentlemen.
The segment. This is what we're here for, really. Y'all, this is what we're really here for.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the MACKDOWN Podcast Fantasy Wrestling League. Here we go. I'll take it to live, the MD, for our instructions and what's going to happen today.
All right, well, to start off, we're going to go ahead and cap off the quarter here, okay? So, first of all, we're going to go ahead and give the points. We'll announce who is what, and then we're going to go ahead and get into draft rules and everything, and we're going to knock this bitch out. I know we're all pretty nervous here. But to go ahead and give us the scores here. So, this week, we'll start from worst to first. So, unfortunately, Mr. B just on a really bad string of weeks.
Bad string, bro.
And it's just, he's got injuries and fucking, people are out. So, unfortunately, Mr. B came up with a total of 6 points this week. I am not too far behind that with 8 points. So I had 2 more points than that. AJ finishing in third place with 17 points. And then we got Cam with 24 points. And then we got Kimmy, 25 points to win the week. So,
Mr. B, if you can do me a favor real quick. Your score, I made a mistake and put something on there that I shouldn't. Where the Lucha Bros are, that's -8, not 8.
Oh, just put a little negative.
Just put a negative in front of there.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's already calculated correctly and stuff. I just forgot to put the minus in front of the 8.
Shmeek.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow, dude.
Sorry.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of pissed about winning the week because it took my first draft pick away from me.
It did, dude.
My first round draft pick has been stolen by Mr. B. Fuck you, Mr. B, for taking my first round draft pick. I don't like that.
I can't help it. I had injuries.
He's like, I can't help that I'm the worst.
Well, to go ahead then.
Let's look at these quarter scores.
Yeah, man. To go ahead and go over these quarter scores. So as Kimmy was saying, so now Mr. B has been knocked into last place with a total of 98 points for the quarter.
For the whole quarter, Mr. B. Good job, Mr. B.
So Mr. B's gonna have first pick. With the second pick, because Kimmy got second to last there. She just creeps over with 103.
I got the 100.
So you got to 100.
Yay.
So you're picking second. Yours truly has 140 points, and is in third place.
Right in the middle.
So I'm right fucking smack dab in the middle. So I'll be drafting third. And then we got Cam over here with 169
points. Yeah, Cam coming through from the bottom. Nice.
And still MACKDOwn champion. AJ Styles. Oh my God, I almost said AJ Styles. Phenomenal AJ Mitchell with 211 points to wrap up the quarter.
211.
So
the dominance that I present. Oh, I'll let you finish before I go into my little.
You're the only one that has gotten 200 2 quarters in a row. So before, I mean, damn, if you look, so last quarter, AJ, you ended with 237 with the lead. Cam finished 233. Kimmy finished 220. So Cam has disappeared.
Yeah,
Cam has disappeared, and sure enough, he would disappear when the fantasy wrestling god is around. So as you're still reigning, defending champion. Yes, I'll take that box now. I definitely appreciate whipping y'all candy asses again for another quarter in a row. I'm going to love this victory. I'm going to cherish this victory.
Yeah, it's the last one you
and
get,
I'm going to say, for the second time, the champ is here.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
He's had enough.
All right. Yeah, that's enough.
Thank you.
Cut his mic.
So let's get into this shit.
So yes, draft rules. So you want to go over the draft rules real quick?
All right. Okay. So there's a couple things. Now that Cam's here, we can kind of discuss this as far as keepers, and we were talking about possibly trading picks and things like that.
I don't think trading's going to happen until
it's not this time.
Yeah,
we're going to wait till next time.
Yeah.
To even have it on the table
for trade picks. When we're talking about trade picks in particular, I'll just bring it up real quick so we can know what we're talking about.
Touch on it.
So we were talking about trading trade picks with players if you want something. I'll give an example. Say for instance, Kimmy, who has Roman Reigns, and I have Adam Cole, and I wanted Roman Reigns. I would propose a trade to say, hey Kimmy, I'll trade you Roman Reigns from Adam Cole, but also throw in my second round draft pick in the next draft. What that means is that Kimmy then says, yes, I get Roman Reigns, she gets Adam Cole. But when the draft comes, the second round, where my pick is, so for instance, I pick last. In the second round, if I pick last, Kimmy would then pick last, including the pick that she already has as well. So she would just be taking my spot for that, and then I get to pick all the way at the end when the draft is over. So that would be the rule on trading draft picks if that comes to fruition. Yeah. Back to you, Mike.
Yes, yeah. So we threw that on the table as well because it's our league, so everything's on the table, right?
So that's new.
So
draft picks.
There's that, and then as far as keepers, we'll go ahead and get into the keepers right now. So is there anybody that's keeping anybody?
And I'll touch on the rule of the keeper real quick so that we'll know what the keeper rule is.
Okay, so if you have a keeper,
yes.
If you keep one, then you lose your first pick, right?
Yeah, your first pick.
So your first pick's gone, and then we'll go ahead and move forward from there.
Because that allows us to be able to say, hey, I'm not picking.
We should announce it. No, I'm just fine. Go ahead.
Well, no, you can announce it right before the draft. We'll say, I'm keeping this person. That's going to be your first pick. But
we need to know who's being kept before we start.
Right.
Yeah.
Before we start.
We should do that.
So we're going to do that now.
Yeah.
But I was just explaining that rule. So now the rules are on the table.
All right. So we'll go from first pick to last pick. So Mr. B, do you have anybody that you want to keep?
And this is official. No. Mr. B's getting rid of his whole team.
Getting rid of everybody?
Starting fresh.
Okay. Kimmy?
I, too, am starting fresh.
Okay. I am also starting fresh. Fuck everybody.
Cam?
Seth freaking Rollins.
All right, so Seth is off the board. I'm going to write all this down here.
So and just to let you guys know, in Fantasy Wrestling World, while he's writing that down, Seth Rollins is the highest pointed person on our game right now with a total score of 72 points. And I believe that's just for this quarter, correct?
Yes, that is just for this quarter.
That might be the highest. Well, no, I think Roman had 80-something.
Well, Roman's down to 24. So 72 points.
In the first quarter, sorry.
72 points Seth Rollins for this quarter is amazing. So kudos to you, Cam.
Yeah.
Good pick.
He fucking floated your whole team.
Yeah, he did.
No shit.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, actually, no, because you did have a lot of really good shit on your team. I mean, Hangman just fucking totally just shit the bed.
I blame Tony Khan. You fucking asshole.
Tony Khan don't know how to book
Braun
top
Breaker.
talent, bro.
He blames Tony Khan for Braun Breaker not being on the show.
No, Hangman.
Oh, Hangman.
No,
I thought he said
Hangman.
Braun Breaker. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I
Braun
don't.
probably had like second or third on my team.
Do I have a little
Yes.
cup pen?
Braun was tied for second on your team with Becky at 42 points.
Yep.
So Seth Rollins is getting kept by Cam. AJ.
And AJ, who are you keeping?
See, this is tough because you're right, Cam. I do have what they like to call a true championship team.
Yeah.
And
No, you've just had the healthiest team. Don't
true,
flatter yourself.
True championship team. So, with that being said, I know and I have faith in my team. So I'm going to start fresh.
Okay.
I'm going to throw everybody back in there.
Okay, everybody's in the pool except for Seth.
All right.
All right, so with that being said,
All right.
we are now going to begin, and I guess we can ring the bell at the beginning of this draft here.
You want to ring the bell?
We
for the
are
draft?
now about to begin, ladies and gentlemen, the 2022 official MACKDOWN Fantasy
Yep.
Draft. With our first pick, who's on the clock?
Mr. B is on the clock.
With your first pick, Mr. B, you're on the clock. Who would you like?
Becky Lynch.
Ooh,
Mr. B,
Becky
first
Lynch.
pick, Becky Lynch.
Damn it.
Crossing her off my list.
I figure you might want to try to get a couple duo thing there, mister. And she's like pretty high up.
Oh,
there
by the
in
way,
points,
the
too.
draft is snake, so
Yes,
first to
yes.
last, and last to
And then
first,
last to
and
first.
first to last, and last to
Yeah,
first.
and I'm in the
Sucks.
middle, so this is going to fucking suck really bad. All right, so Kimmy, you are
Kimmy.
now on the clock.
Fuck. I'm torn here. Sorry. I think I'm going to take... I'm taking RK Bro.
Woo, RK Bro. I
tag
like
team.
it. So I am now on the clock, so I will go ahead and put myself on the big screen here. So after looking at everybody that we have written on the board here, now that Seth Rollins is gone, I am going to take... Bro, I really hate... you know what? Fuck it, dude. I'm taking Roman Reigns.
I knew it.
I thought you was taking Hook.
No, that's
First pick, bro?
No,
Hey, man.
Come on,
that's
man.
like
said he's
third,
the next
fourth
big
round.
thing.
That's third, fourth rounder right there.
So I'm taking Roman Reigns. All right, so
My pick is
so now it is
Crazy.
Cam that's on the
Oh no,
on the
no, no,
clock.
he's not. He
Seth?
said he kept
Oh, you kept
Seth.
Seth, so it's
No, that's-
AJ.
Hey, I give my mic time. I get to talk about
All
how
right,
great
okay.
Silky
Hang on, we'll
Seth
go ahead.
is.
Put you back
He
on.
said,
there.
"I get my mic time."
Silky Seth. We're gonna keep Silky Seth to win this, second part of the year, heading into WrestleMania, and it's gonna be great.
I like it. Okay. So Seth it is. So we're going over to AJ for his first pick in the draft.
So with my first pick in the draft, I am going to choose Warlow,
Nice.
Okay.
and
Warlow?
then yeah,
Oh, Wardlow.
Wardlow,
Wardlow. Okay.
and then
Wardlow.
and
then back to back. Okay,
and then
yeah.
we're gonna go right into the second round.
Let's go ahead.
With my first pick in the second round, I'm gonna go ahead and pick Sonya Deville.
Oh, that's an
Okay.
interesting
My
pick there.
inception has fucking worked. I've been incepting that into you for months now.
No, not at all.
yeah, yes, I have.
actually been doing
Actually,
some
yes, I
research.
have.
No, I've been doing some research, and she's got a program with Naomi all the way to Mania. She's going to lose that program, but you have somebody that's going to be on both shows, and I'm definitely going to get appearance points regardless of the fact.
Good for you. One point at a time, 2 points
yeah.
at a time. Happy for you.
Well, no, that's for a reason.
That's fine.
All right, so Cam
Cam.
actually gets a pick this time.
Let's go Charlotte Flair.
Nice.
I was torn. Damn, I was torn.
I was gonna say, I wonder how many of these picks are actually gonna be kind of similar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Really, really interested here. So it's on me now, right? So I'm back here in the fucking middle. Okay, so with my second pick in the draft, I'm gonna do a strategy that that AJ once wanted to use, and I'm gonna draft the Usos.
That's what I was torn with. Good pick, Mike.
All right, Kimmy, on the clock.
So I'm gonna go with Kevin Owens.
Nice pick. That's actually really good.
I really wanted to pick him up. God damn it.
Well, and I really wanted Becky, so
Oh no. All right, so Becky Lynch is off the board, so now we are going to Mr. B.
Bobby Lashley.
Nice. And then it's right back on you, too.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's right. Shit.
Becky and Bobby so far. It's nice picks.
And you just took the Usos, right?
I took them.
Yeah, you did. Okay. This might be a weird one, but I don't know. Omos.
Okay.
Mr. B trying to lose again.
You so
All right, back to Kimmy.
I gotta talk shit, right? It's part of the game. I'm gonna pick up Street Profits.
Oh, goddamn, nice.
I think Kimmy trying to stay in fourth again.
Thanks, man.
Street Profits, bro. All right, so it's back to me, huh? Mm-hmm. Round number 3. Bro, this is an interesting one here because Wardlow was actually going to be my pick right here. And I figured that he was going to be gone sooner, so that's why I told you all my picks are going to be gone. So with that being said, I am going to go ahead and take Adam Cole, baby. All right. And then we go into Cam.
Hey, can I take Pat McAfee? I'm just playing.
Damn,
I love Pat McAfee, dude.
He's been great, yeah.
I know.
I'm going to go with the Homer pick, and I'm going to go AJ Styles.
Okay.
Nice.
Damn, his team's looking like a Hall of Fame team right now, just so y'all know. All right, so AJ Styles. Now we moving over to the champ himself. Who you got to round out round 3?
All right, I'm going to go ahead and pick up Austin Theory.
Okay.
We knew I was going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to go ahead and move on to round number 4. And I'm going to take Chris Jericho.
Oh, Chris Jericho.
I think you're going to get a lot of zeros.
All
a lot of negatives.
Chris Jericho. So we're moving to Cam.
I'm going to go with a safe pick. I don't like it. I don't think it's sexy. I don't even like him. I'm going to be honest. But I think I'm going to get a hell of points. Give me Damian Priest.
Oh. Ooh, that's scary.
Yeah, that is.
Why? They don't defend the title.
They
don't have title changes.
Who did you pick up before Chris Jericho, AJ?
Austin Theory.
That's right. So forgettable.
Damn, Austin Theory. Okay, so it's on me now. All right, so my pick here. Damn, this one's tough, man. This one's tough for me right here. Number 4. Well, damn. I can't do it. I can't take this motherfucker. I'm thinking Hangman right here, but I really don't, because he's got to be having some. They got to be pushing him here fucking soon, man. They got to, right? They fucking got to, bro. So I'm gonna take.
Pushing for a loss,
dude. I know, right? Fuck, man. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take Braun Breaker right here.
God damn it! I thought I could wait one more round. Damn.
Well, you should have kept him.
Fuck.
Over
That
Seth?
ain't been a 5th round pick. That ain't a kept. Shit. Good pick, Mike. Damn, I thought I could wait.
All right, we got Kimmy on the clock.
Man.
Pick number 4.
Oh, man. I have my backup, so I'm debating. Sorry.
Oh, you're good, man.
What do I want to do here? What do I want to fucking do?
I know, right? It's like, damn it, man. This is like crunch time.
It gets hard towards
right
the
here.
end, yeah. Shit.
Oh, shit. Who we thinking?
Man, this is probably gonna. Oh man, I really shouldn't do this to myself.
But you gonna.
I'm really sorry. I'm having a hard time. All my picks kept getting scooped.
Oh, shit.
Let's see. I'm gonna go with The Miz.
The Miz. Ooh, shit. Okay, The Miz is actually a good pick. The Miz. He's going to be starting a little program here pretty soon with somebody else, hopefully.
Fucking hope
so. Hopefully for the maybe Damian Priest, so he can be the U.S. champ there.
We'll see.
All right, so we're moving on to AJ. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. B.
Sami Zayn.
Oh, God
damn
that's
it.
A good pick.
That's also who I was going to go for. I was like, he's going to lose a lot, though. That's what I kept thinking. Because he gets fucked over a lot, you know? But he does get so many appearance points.
All right, back to you, Mr. B, for number 5.
Oh, yeah, number 5. Who was I going to take?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, see, I was teeter-tottering back and forth between Miz and Sammy.
I'd be lying if I said Sami Zayn even popped up into my fucking brain, and I'm so disappointed in myself. Because I would have took him earlier.
The Street Profits.
I already took
Already
them.
got them
Oh,
already.
no, you already took the Street Profits? Oh, America Alpha.
American Alpha Academy?
Alpha Academy, yeah. that's what it was.
You're like Mike,
go on
switching
there.
them up like Buster.
All right. Alpha Academy. That rounds out your top 5, and then we got Miss Kimmy.
All right, let me look at my team real quick so I can make sure I have a...
You got RK Bro, Kevin Owens, Street Profits, and Miz.
I don't have a lady.
You don't.
Do I need a lady? Fucking God.
She said, fucking God.
I'm going to go with Zelina Vega.
Zelina Vega. Okay. I
feel like I need a female on my team. And she's the champ right now. So we'll see.
Well, I'm also going to take a female, and she was once on my team before, and I kicked her off, but now she's back, and that's Bianca Belair.
Nice. I had thought about her too, but I was really trying to shake it up. I really didn't want to try to take a bunch of people that were already... But RK Bro was out there, and so I had to scoop him.
That is true.
You know?
All right, Mr. Cam, 5th pick.
Man, I was torn, looking through the Rolodex. Man, I'm gonna go Big E.
Oh shit, Big E, newly acquired SmackDown talent, Big E.
That's a good choice.
It is a good choice.
He had 42 points overall last quarter, so...
All right, and then we got AJ to round out
Sheamus.
number 5. Oh,
Dang, okay.
wait, hang on. Who is it?
Sheamus.
Sheamus. Okay. Wow, just like that, Sheamus. And then it goes back to you for your
Oh, yeah,
for
the
your
fucking backup.
reserve.
All right, so this is the one that I was definitely torn on. Whether I want to go with the Acclaim right here, I don't know.
Ooh, as a backup? You did say you wanted to draft him.
Yeah, I'm debating on whether the Acclaim... You know what?
Backup.
Give me... Da, 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 da. Da. He's having troubles.
Well, it's a backup, so that's why I'm like...
I know, but that backup can make or break your fucking team.
You did Braun Breaker, bro?
I did Braun Breaker, yes.
Asshole.
I feel like my team would be way different had RK Bro not fucked up my first pick, but that's okay. They didn't fuck it up, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I had a whole different strategery.
Damn, he having a hard decision over here.
Give me Ronda Rousey.
Whoa.
Okay.
Good pick.
Okay, Ronda.
Oh, wait, no tag teams this time.
No, you damn sure didn't, did you? So
Okay.
it goes back to Cam for that reserve pick.
Give me Drew.
Okay. So it goes to me now, right? So I got 2 picks right here. That I really, really want. Really, really bad. And one of them, so y'all know I've been talking about Hook forever.
Mm-hmm.
But he's not who I'm taking right here. I'm taking Moxley. I'm taking John Moxley because he's back. Hopefully he's going to be getting pushed all over the fucking place. And then we move into Kimmy.
Well, then.
Who you got?
So sorry, 1 second.
Oh. She said, I'm digging deep into these fucking talents right here.
I don't know.
I know, because like this one here, if you got somebody that goes down, you want to be able to get somebody that...
I'm taking Liv Morgan.
Liv Morgan?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's my backup.
All right, and then to wrap this bitch up, we got Mr. B.
Sammy Guevara.
Sammy Guevara is the backup. All right, well, there it is.
I really like my team.
Yeah, you got a good team. All right, so to recap here, real quick, we'll go up and down this list. So, Mr. B, he's got Becky Lynch, Bobby Lashley, Omos, Sami Zayn, Alpha Academy, and Sammy Guevara.
It's a lot of losses.
Woo.
Whatever.
He said it's a lot of losses. Kimmy, we got RK Bro, Kevin Owens, Street Profits, The Miz, Zelina Vega, and Liv Morgan. For yours truly, we got Roman Reigns, The Usos, Adam Cole, Braun Breaker, Bianca Belair, and John Moxley.
That team scares me, bro.
I like that
Yeah.
team right there.
Yeah.
That team scares me.
Cam, we got Seth Rollins, Charlotte Flair, AJ Styles, Damian Priest, Big E, and Drew McIntyre.
Nice.
That's a scary one, too.
Damian scares me on your team, bro. Like, he's hit or miss, bro.
And then
He always got a segment.
Yeah, he does. And then AJ, we got Wardlow, Sonya Deville, Austin Theory, Chris Jericho, Sheamus, and Ronda Rousey. All right. How does everybody like their teams? Y'all like your teams?
I do. And I, oh, man. I did a lot of research on this shit. And, like,
I did none.
I feel like I have a lot of
He said I did
consistency
not.
on my team.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of big names, but I don't have a lot of little names. I tried to stay right in the
middle.
fucking
Yep,
middle.
that's what I
you
did
get
as well.
TV time, you get a few matches here and there, you get a few backstages. That's what I need, consistency.
yeah. I don't want nobody who's just appearance level.
Yeah.
So,
Well, Sonya's
Well,
not
besides
just,
Ronda fucking Rousey, we'll see.
Well, that's my backup.
Yeah, true story.
I don't plan on putting her into WrestleMania.
Yeah.
all right. So only 2 teams did not draft an AEW superstar, and that's Kimmy and Cam.
Yeah.
The only 2 teams that did not select somebody.
You know why?
From
I'm not trying to get any
a
negatives.
fucking zeros.
Exactly.
Or a negative.
Yep.
Hey,
Fuck the negatives. I'm done with those.
Hey, man, fucked me up. And Britt.
Britt got you bad,
Dude,
bro.
so
Britt
bad.
got you 11 points total for the entire fucking quarter.
Dude, Orange Cassidy, 15. Bryan Danielson, 20.
Bro, Hangman, 2.
Gross.
2 points
2.
for Hangman.
2 points, bro. Like,
That's not the worst, though. The worst was Lucha Bros with -8.
It's true.
Ouch, bro.
Didn't they get released?
Lucha Bros? No.
Oh.
No.
Oh, never mind. I'm thinking of Lucha House Party.
The only real good
Lucha.
only real good AEW superstar was on my team, Sammy.
Wardlow, bro.
No, I said,
don't like the
I said
Wardlow
was
pick.
on my team.
Oh, that well, I see.
You said you don't like the Wardlow pick?
Well, Adam Cole, dude, fuck, he got a lot. We'll see, guys. I hope my consistent roster helps me. The Miz, I know he takes some L's, but he's always out there cutting promos and doing shit. So I'm like, we'll see.
Yeah,
We'll see.
he should get you a lot of appearance points.
Yes, that's what
Yeah.
I'm hoping for. That's what I'm hoping for.
And
Miz
this goes
TV.
into effect Monday night.
Monday
Starting
night.
tomorrow.
Yep.
Tomorrow night. So
So
I'll be
it'll
curious
good.
to see. We got
gotta
some
draw.
good teams.
We got to draw our watch along now.
Yep.
Yep. Hey, before we do that, last thing. So effective right now. Does anybody want to make any changes to their starting rosters, or do you want to
Before we start?
before we start? Like, yeah, I mean, because you can wait, of course, but well, I mean, because you got to pick your starting roster, right, and then you decide who goes to your reserve, or do you
I
want to
thought the
just keep the
reserve was our
reserve for that
last
last pick? Okay, we'll do that. That's fine.
Am I wrong about that?
No, that's fine. That's fine. We can just keep it that way.
Okay.
But does anybody want to make any changes? Anybody good with
I'm
everything?
holding right now until I feel like I need to make a change. I'm gonna see how my team
yeah.
does and go from there. Because I'm gonna keep track of Morgan's points and then.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay where I'm at as well. I'm gonna hold.
Yeah, I'm not-
Everybody good?
Yep, I think so.
Yep.
All right.
All right. Well, let's pick this fucking watch along and then get the hell out of here.
Yeah. Here, I'll do it. Can I?
Well, you
should
know,
I-
as a champion, I guess I'll just go ahead and...
We're always doing the people at the lowest, so really it should be.
It should be Mr. B, okay. As a champion, I'll hold it.
All right.
Pick mine. Pick mine.
Here we go. He has picked it. He is unrolling it or uncrinkling. Who we got?
It's a task.
Yeah, it is a task. I just don't want to rip it.
Yeah, I did crinkle them kind of tight. Sorry.
Oh, so is that yours?
I did it twice. No, I did them all like that.
Oh.
Next week's watch along is
Dudley Boys versus the Hardy Boys.
That's hilarious.
Royal Rumble 2000.
That's Cam.
Fucking Cam.
That is fucking hilarious, dude.
I'm never gonna get
Not
picked.
a single
My shit's
one of
never
mine
gonna
have
get
been
picked.
picked yet.
Great
Me
match.
either.
There's 2 more, right?
wait.
3 more, 4 more?
There's
5 in there.
4,
It is a good
5,
match, though.
6.
Thank you for that. I appreciate that much
We
more.
can watch that whole paper.
Hell yeah.
Such
The
a great
Dudley
pay-per-view.
Boys. Hey, you know what though? That was really one of the first matches that, well, the Edge and Christian and Hardy Boys thing really kind of ignited that whole tag team, tag team division getting lit on fire, and then the Dudley Boys getting added to it. This is kind of the beginning of that. So we're kind of getting the beginning stages of the whole Hardy, Dudley and Edge and Christian story.
Jeff.
Yeah. Yeah, this was like beginning of crazy ass Jeff too.
See what happens.
All right, so next week that's going to be our watch along. It'll be Royal Rumble 2000, right? Is that what we said?
Yeah.
Royal Rumble 2000, Dudley Boys versus Hardy Boys, and I think it's a street fight, right?
So yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That'll be a good way to start the show.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, does anybody have anything to close up on today's episode? We're back on video. Hopefully this is a fucking normal thing going forward.
Just want to give a shout out to the man who inspired me to be the greatest that I can be. Tom, I'm going to miss you. TB12 all day.
God damn, Tom.
Well,
Brady.
he didn't officially attack.
Yeah, it's not official. They said that it's not official.
You
love
obviously
you,
didn't
Tom
watch
Brady.
that shit I sent you on Instagram.
I
yesterday.
did. I watched it all, and I think it's true. I love you, Tom.
No, it's literally this
From
clip
one
of
champion
fucking,
to another.
No, it's Ric Flair like, I will never retire. I will die in this ring before I retire. And he's like, I still got gas. And he's like, you know what I mean? Like strutting around the ring and shit. It's fun. It's hilarious.
Oh,
This is
yeah.
3 days later, I'm going to go ahead and retire. So
Yeah, he's like, I think I broke my hip when I was shuffling like that. I don't know what happened.
All right, y'all.
All right, are we out?
I think so.
yeah, I'm hungry.
Squeeze out.
Oh, there it is. The hunger.
Follow
the
us
Hunger
at
Games.
MACKDOwn Podcast
At
for myself,
MACKDOwn
Kimmy,
Podcast.
See you later.
Mikey MacD,
That's
Cam, AJ, Mr.
Champ
B.
is here, baby. We'll see you next time.
Let's get out of here.
Bye, y'all.
Ring the bell,
Bye.
baby.
I didn't fuck it up this time.
Hey.
Make it a point to not be like,
Yeah, just fucking. Yeah, you did fuck it up last week for sure.
That was clanky as fuck.
That was going to be my last pick, bro. You fudged me right out of it. 'Cause I'm like, damn it.
Well, I was gonna take Becky Lynch, and I was like, I'm gonna get first round fucking pick. He's gonna keep fucking Seth. I'm gonna get Becky. I was like planning on it, and then Mr. B fucked around and lost the week, and I'm like, no, no. I fucking wanted
telling
Becky
you right now.
so bad, dude.
Watch Sonya Deville get me points on both shows every week.
That's okay. I'm glad I incepted that into your brain. Dude, tell him. Tell him I told him that.
I've been started looking at Sonya Deville beforehand.
Because I said
Not at
a
all.
couple months ago, Sonya
telling
Deville
you.
would be a good pick.